Hello and welcome to World Talks. My name is Anna Krajewska and we're recording in Sopot, a beautiful city on Poland's Baltic coast where European Financial Congress, a conference that is a gathering of top financial executives from all over the country, is taking place, with AI being a major focus of the conference is this year. And on that topic I would like to welcome in the studio Anna Krajewska, Deputy Director of Business Consulting at Asseco.
Welcome.
Hello. I'm very happy to have you here because we did some interviews with banking guys about the AI, but we haven't interviewed yet a representative of a big software company on AI. So my question would be, the big topic obviously in the AI world is Mythos, so a AI model that can possibly probe for exploits in software, and this includes banking software. From a perspective of a software company, does Mythos cause you sleepless nights, or do you consider it a significant achievement?
Yeah, so I will start with the fact that the discussion around AI here in Sopot, but in general, when we discussing with banks, has changed. So previously we discussed whether we should use AI at all, or which use cases should we start actually. And right now what we are discussing how to implement AI safely, how to implement AI responsibly, but also how to use AI to really have gains, to really have business benefits out of AI.
So the conversation shifted from whether we should use it, or okay, we're using it, but we would like to make it even more productive, right?
Exactly. And for example, Mythos use case is very interesting since AI in cybersecurity, because that's the topic. Mythos shows two sides of AI. So on the one hand, AI can help in cybersecurity. So we can detect frauds, we can detect patterns that can be harmful, or we can detect frauds and protect customers. And everything we can do faster, easier. But on the other side, if similar tools are used by attackers, cyber attackers, and are misused, then that can be harmful. So out of this use case, we learned that we shouldn't be afraid of AI, but we should be afraid of using AI without control, without human oversight, without governance. So it's not easy to use AI. We need to be mature enough to do it. And banks are kind of mature, and we are learn how to do it, how implement proper governance.
Okay. When you talk with your customers from the banking sector, so we've covered cybersecurity, but which area of like banking business in general, which area is most AI saturated, so to speak? Like, is it contact with customers, or some business operations, or some back-end operations? We've mentioned cybersecurity, obviously it's a new thing.
Yes, so right now most banks are using AI for supporting employees, for instance. So AI can recommend something, but the final decision is on the side of the human being. We use AI for personalization in order to improve even customer experience, to offer even more personalized loan or deposits with parameters that are that client can have. So personalization is very important. What's more, banks are using AI for automate repetitive tasks in order to make processes for customers faster, easier, more understandable also. So we are using AI for every processes, but still in every process, a human being is still required.
Sure, absolutely. So customer experience,
Yeah.
like the customer-oriented side of the banking is
That's
the
the
side
goal. Yeah.
that's the most AI saturated. From a perspective of a software company like yours, Asseco is a very big player when it comes to the region of Central and Eastern Europe. So a company like this, to remain relevant in the global AI race, obviously no company in Poland has the resources or the scale of Microsofts of the world, of OpenAIs of the world, and Anthropics of the world, given the valuations they're probably gunning for with their initial public offerings. However, you can still do very usable stuff with AI. So what's a companies like Asseco strategy in the AI era?
So we are implementing the whole systems, including AI components that are embedded in the larger system. So we are integrating sometimes AI model, AI-based system into the existing IT infrastructure. And this is the biggest challenge, actually, because the model itself, the AI model itself, is not always the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge right now for banks is how to embed AI models, AI systems in the existing processes that are quite comprehensive, complex, and here banks need advice. And here also, based on that, we build model systems.
So it's just like a flat, that you have a flat that wasn't designed for air conditioning, but you bought an air conditioner and then you try to figure out
Exactly.
how to stuff
Integrate.
it, how to integrate it, okay? When you talk with your customers, so let me rephrase that. So the decision to take some AI software and implement it into your existing products, is it like your initiative, or is it something that came up in customer feedback? That, guys, we need AI in your products. We are using your products, but we need more AI.
It's not the right questions. We need AI and how to do AI. We should firstly start with use case, the business problem we want to solve with help of AI. So we start with, okay, we need to make this process faster because our competitors are faster. So we need to find during the process where are the gaps, where are some loops, or where it can be the process automated, digitalized. And then we think about, okay, is AI the solution that will be the best one, or we should implement RPA, for instance, so robotics, right? So it's not always AI the best choice. And we like to always advise whether this or that is better.
And in the current implementations of AI in your products, what kind of customer feedback do you get? Are people actually saying, okay, this is useful, this made some stuff for me easier, please more of that? Or are they saying, yeah, it's fine that it's over there, but we're just not that...
It's an iterative process, I would say. So we implement the first version, like MVP. And then,
minimum viable product.
Exactly. And we test and we monitor how is the feedback, how a model is successful or not. So this monitoring, this testing is really needed. And then we improve the product, we improve the systems. And we release another
Sure, I understand that, but can you give us an example of an app that you infused with AI and customers are actually saying, great idea, it works perfectly, more of that?
Yeah, so we actually built the app for regulation purposes, beyond AI. Beyond is a regulatory staff, and banks need to apply beyond procedures, and we feed the app with all the procedures, all the documents that are needed, and then employees asked the app ask questions, how to implement beyond procedure into the system, how to cope with this procedure. So it's like the chatbot, right? Where we ask
but for regulatory purposes.
exactly, and we audit the bank's data, not banks' procedures, by banks' papers, and not just a general GPT chat.
I remember that 2 or 3 years ago there was a lot of skepticism when it comes to using AI in regulatory / legal affairs. So I understand that this idea works because at last year's European Financial Congress we also had a talk with a representative of Asseco, and he mentioned this app specifically. So I understand that now that you're mentioning it, it works, people are satisfied, it doesn't make mistakes, it doesn't hallucinate.
Sometimes,
regulatory regimes.
Yes, sometimes, of course, hallucination appeared, but that's the final decision. This is the recommendation only. What a chatbot produces. Then you should, as a human being, should check, should verify, and then we can build trust to this solution that way. So it takes time. We need patience when we implement systems based on AI, always. But after testing, after monitoring, we learn how to use it. Sometimes the answers are not really deterministic, so you need to check. We have also control mechanism implemented, like we see the probability of correctness. Okay. So if the probability is very high, then we can really trust the answer, and it's almost deterministic. But if the probability is not that high, then the lawyer, the compliance officer should check whether their answer is correct.
Okay, so it provides an answer and a number for quick verification. Okay, brilliant. Final question. We had the opportunity during the Congress to speak with one of the distinguished guests, Dan Bresnitz. He's the innovation guru from Canada. And I asked him, how can Poland stay relevant in the global innovation race in the AI era? Because for me, innovation became a numbers game. So you need huge amount of resources, money, which translates into data centers, and then it translates into better and better AI models. How can a big software company from Central and Eastern Europe remain relevant in the global software / AI race, given that it doesn't have the same resources as Anthropic's, OpenAI's, and so on?
Yes, but we can use other models to implement the system. So in order to be relevant, stay relevant, we should be in this game, helping our customers and improving existing systems with the component of AI. So sometimes there is no need for building a completely new system, but it's just to use another component, improve the processes, or implement new functions. So it's not always needed really to invent a huge implementation, but step by step improve what we have, but with components of AI. And that way we can also learn how to implement AI. It's not that simple, because in banking especially, when we work with sensitive data, where we work with money, sensitive functions and systems, we really need to be sure that this system works correctly, and we should do step by step to build trust.
Okay, Anna Krajewska, Deputy Director of Business Consulting at Asseco Poland. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you.
And this was World Talks from European Financial Congress here at Sopot. My name is Jakub Kaprzewski, and stay tuned for more coverage of this conference at TVP World. Goodbye.